Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? How are we, my darling? The hospital made it all about money. Hello, my darling Lady Shakari. They want to make it about money. We'll make it about money too. She should sue. Straight up. Uh-huh. 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 How are you? How are we? Hello, my baby. How are you, Sakrina? Huh? Ah. Hello, baby. Lady Julie. How are you guys? Hi, Emily. Emily Sky. Hello, darling. April Robinson. Hello. Hello, Doris. Hello, Royal. How are you, Delise? Oh, thank you, my darlings. How are you guys? Oh my God, it's just been so crazy. You know what? Let me put a link in because this right here, I don't even know what to tell you guys. I don't even know what to tell you. Hold on. It's just horrible. So, for those of you that don't know, LaCrissa Vaughn is a nurse, and she's a nurse at the Dallas Regional Medical Center. And Carrie Jones, young mother who was expecting her baby boy, went into the hospital with her mother. And literally right out the gate, it was a hot smoking mess. Hello, my darling. How are you? How are you guys? My mom passed away last week. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, my darling. I'm so sorry. Oh, may her beautiful soul rest in peace. I'm so sorry. It's hard. It really is, you know. Sending you all of my love, virtual hugs. God bless you. I don't know, it's just a weird time. It's a weird time. And there are hello, love from Curacao. How are you? And it's just a hot smoking mess. And so I'm just really saddened. Fumi Nation sent me this. And should I open up with playing the video again? Let me play it for those that have not seen it. Let me do that. Okay. God, I don't know. Okay.
When's your due date? Right now. Is your due date September 11th? What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies at home? It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor. Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the black ones?
Everyone's a personality patient for you. Alright, last name is Jones. She's G3P2. I'm not sure when her due date is.
Her due date is the 10th.
I think her due date's the 10th.
She got 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home. I bet y'all listen next time. When you found out you was delivering at this hospital, Your ass should have changed doctors.
Thank you.
Everybody say how they treat people here.
Let me put in a link so that you guys can come up. I don't even know what to say. Fulmination sent it to me. I watched it. I watched it again. I tried to make some kind of sense of this, that maybe she was rushed, she was busy. I tried to make sense of something that I could not make sense of. And for me, it was just appalling that we have come to this level, a fellow woman like us, another woman like us. You see a woman in anguish. You see a woman in agony. The paperwork couldn't have waited. You couldn't have called somebody in and said, you know what, this patient really needs attention right now. Why don't you assist me? Get her upstairs while mommy, you stay with me so I can finish the paperwork. You can even explain that perhaps the hospital is insistent on it and we need to make sure that the records are accurate. For me, it was the mere fact that she did not even turn around. That this was her throughout. That she wasn't bothered. She couldn't be bothered. And I understand how you're desensitized. You see this every day. But then you should not be in this field. You should not be in this field at all. We don't need people like you. Where is the empathy? Where is the understanding? Where is the compassion? Because it doesn't matter whether you do this every day, all day. It's her experience. This is dangerous because you do not know what kind of anguish she's in, the heartbeat, the danger to the child. That was what I just kept thinking of. And I know if it was me, I would have ripped off my clothes. You want to act crazy? Then I'll just have to act crazy too. I will have to act crazy and get somebody to attend to me. Once the baby is in your bottom, when you get that feeling, and I'm going to put it up for you guys. Here we go. Once you get the feeling that the baby is at your bottom, it means that most probably the baby is crowning and the baby is on the way out. Can you imagine giving birth without any kind of medication whatsoever? And the baby came what? The baby came exactly 12 minutes after that. Just look at the image right here. This is the duress the mother was going through. And she was smart enough to know that she had to get up, turn around and lean on the couch. Lean on the chair, because that was be the position for the baby to come out of. Just look. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. And I am so happy that Cash, the mother, had the calm and the common sense to say, let me film this. Because the power of social media now, you can't get away with this. And this woman, Lacrissa, has been getting away with it for way too long. She's been getting away with it. Do you think this is the first time? This is not the first time. This is the first time we're seeing what she does. But this is nowhere the first time. The hospital has to be shut down because they need to reassess their staff. I say that because other staff members will be walking through, will be hearing this woman in duress. Nobody thought that it was anything to be alarmed about. Wendy Williams says they butchered my leg. Wendy Williams 9189. How? We have Edith Emmanuel, and Edith Emmanuel says, Fumi, in America now, they are checking insurance and citizenship status. This is now priority before patient care, following instructions. It's not UK. This is so sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. It's so sad. It's unbelievable. I saw an update and the grandmother said that the baby had ended up swallowing a bowel movement, and it was green, and the baby was born with the eyes open. That is absolutely correct, and I'm going to bring that up for you to watch right now. I don't.
Hello, TikTok family. This is a follow-up on the video that I posted earlier. So I was at work. I had no idea of the activity that was going on. My daughter's texting me, calling me. I didn't know what was going on. So finally I get home, they tell me about the video, and a lot of you was asking about a follow-up and to explain the situation. So this is the situation. My daughter went into active labor at home. We took her to the hospital. She called ahead of time, so we know they are expecting us. However, we get there to the emergency room. We watching nurses, putting gloves on, running to the door. They get outside of the door, and I drive a black SUV, and they look at my vehicle, and one of the nurses come up to the window and she goes, I'm sorry, this is for ambulance only. I said, well, my daughter is in active labor. And she was like, okay, she said, but you're going to have to go to the front. I'm like, I have to drive to the front. And they said, yeah, you have to drive to the front. Okay, another redhead. And so I'm like, so she's in the, you hear, and it was like, yeah, she started bagging up, hit the button, went back inside the building. So I go around to the front. I get out of the car. Again, this girl is in more pain now than she was when we first left the house. And she started saying, I feel pressure, I feel pressure. I said, take deep breaths. I ran in. I said, hey, my daughter's in the car. I went to emergency. They told me I had to come to the front. So the lady was like, what's your daughter's name? Told her Kiara Jones. She gets out some paperwork, started typing in the name. I was like, ma'am, do you have a wheelchair or anything? She's in the car. I need to get her in. Oh, if you check on the other side of those doors where the vending machine's at, there should be a wheelchair out there. There's no wheelchair out there. So she gets up, she walks in the back, and she come to the door with a wheelchair. She said, here you go, ma'am. I said, excuse me, you're not going to come with me? And she was like, no. Oh, okay. So a police officer was in the lobby. He gets up. He grabbed a wheelchair. He goes out the door with me. He said, come on, I got you. Went out there. She is on hands and knees in the back of the vehicle. And I'm like, oh, shit, what is going on? And then she goes, it's in my ass. And I was like, what? And the guy was like, and she was like, he said, okay, she was like, give me a minute. She could not move. So when that contraction eased, we put her in a wheelchair. He said, you can go park your car because they, again, had, you know, people out there. So I went park my car. It wasn't even 30 seconds. I run back in the building. She's just there with a stack of papers in her hand, screaming that this baby is coming. This baby is coming. I look at the registers behind the window and they looking at me and they was like, well, we can't do anything until she signed the papers. Are you fucking kidding me? So I grabbed the papers and of course it's they all they ER bullshit that they have. And I was like, you want her to sign this and she's in active labor. And they was like, okay, I was like, ma'am, she was supposed to be induced earlier today at 8 o'clock. And they called and told her that they would call her because they didn't have beds. And they would let her know. And no one ever called back. They called back every hour on an hour. And they was like, no, we'll call you back. And then finally her water break, she called them. They tell her to come in. So why is she signing these papers? We need her in labor and delivery. And it was like, ma'am, I'm sorry. So the charge nurse comes out and she saw the paper signed. What fucking, are you serious right now? And she closes the door. And then the lady behind the window at this point, my daughter, scribbled her name on all the papers. We gave it to her. She says, thank you. She walked it around to the charge nurse. She opened up the door. My daughter is literally like having a contraction. And she's just standing there in the door. So we push her into the door. I said, can we get her into labor and delivery? She said, no, we have to fill out all this paperwork. I have to do the paperwork and get her a band before we can send her upstairs. So that was the video that you guys saw that I initially posted. So the next video that has no picture on it was when I was pushing her in and we was at the window because they asked me to move her from the window so they can take care of the guests or, patients that was coming in and out. Do not go to this hospital. This hospital is ghetto as hell. They do not care about black women or their babies. This is crazy. I read about stuff like this all the time, but to see this firsthand, this lady did not care. None of them. It wasn't until we got into labor and delivery where we saw an ounce of care or sympathy for her. Before then, they can care less. She did not care if she gave birth in that wheelchair. That was not her problem or her concern.
Oh my God. Hello, my beautiful Wendy.
Hello. I'm sorry I look like this right now, y'all.
Where are you? What's going on?
I'm in Texas and I'm in the hospital for no good reason. Tomorrow will make my 5th surgery in 2 months on the same issue. I went in to simply have my Achilles checked because I was like you, fool me. I was working out and I was working out so hard my Achilles just started bothering me. And I went to a podiatrist and he told me that I needed surgery on September 23rd. And I had the surgery. And then 2 days later, he accused me of walking on my foot. And then he said that I had to have the surgery again. And he cut all the way up my leg. And he pulled at least 3 inches of my Achilles down. And then I went to have some of my stitches taken out because there was so much pressure on my foot. And they saw some discharge and they tested it and they said it was nothing. And so they sent me to a rehabilitation center. And the day that I got there and they unwrapped my wound, it took 3 people to stop this volcano of stuff coming out of my leg. And then I found that I had MRSA, which is flesh-eating disease.
Hey,
And the people at the rehab center sent me back to the doctor and said, we can't do anything with it until you clean this out. He went to clean it out and he was about to.
is everybody still there? I wonder what happened to her. Is everybody still there? I don't know. I don't know. She just disappeared. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, she's back. She's back. She's back. What happened? Somebody came.
It's just not cool here. I'll just say that. But he flushed out my leg and he was going to cover it up with a cast. But fortunately, the doctors over there said this wasn't good enough. So they sent me to another hospital in Texas. And the day before yesterday, they flushed out my leg. But they said there's a great chance that I'm going to lose this leg. And tomorrow, I have to have another surgery. And then after that, I have to have another surgery. I'm 55. And I was fabulous. I just got married.
Oh God.
I always had on makeup and my hair done. And my husband has stage 4 cancer. This is just too much. I haven't seen my nurse but one time this morning. They don't care. They don't care.
What
They took me
hospital are you at? What hospital are you at?
to Baylor.
What hospital? Huh?
I'm in
What's the name of What's the name of the hospital?
Baylor.
Do you have anything that you can show me that I can take a picture of?
I don't know. I don't know. Of as far as the address is concerned. Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Focus it back on. Let me take a screenshot. Let me find out for you. Okay. Okay. It's Wendy Williams. Yeah, not Wendy. Wendy.
Whitney.
Okay, hold on.
But it's Reed.
Reed. Is that your maiden or married name?
Married.
Okay. Reade, as in
R
Dwayne Reed.
Reed.
Okay. Okay, we'll figure it out. It means that after this, because I'm in London, I'm ahead of you. So I will circle back and I will find out exactly what is going on. We'll find out something.
But you got to be
But
careful in these hospitals for me. Because let me tell you something. Everything that people are saying is true. When it comes down to us, this is very dangerous.
But Wendy, we have to save the leg. They cannot just take the leg if it's not if the leg can be saved.
I know the doctors here. The doctors here are trying to
What
say
city? What city? What city are you in?
I'm in
Sorry?
Temple, Texas. The doctors here at this hospital are trying to say they're trying to save it, but that doctor, that butcher doctor, did so much to my leg. The worst thing is not even these surgeries, but when I went to a follow up appointment, all of the flesh and tendon was coming out, and he was just cutting it in my face. He was just cutting it out, just cutting it out.
Are you in pain?
I am in excruciating pain. Pain is not the word. Pain is not the word. I've been on 7 different painkillers. I've been on morphine, Dilaudid, everything. Everything
What
doesn't.
city? What city again?
I'm in Temple, Texas. This hospital is trying to fix what was done, but the doctor that I had was horrible. He was a butcher. And I found out from this hospital I didn't even need the surgery. I didn't need it. I didn't need it.
Jesus. What's the doctor's name?
Dr. Madden.
Doctor, you spell it for me. Doctor.
Hold on. Can you guys give me like 10 minutes, please?
Okay. All right. We'll be here. We'll be
No,
here.
hold on. 10 minutes, please.
Okay. 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 What is going on in Texas? What is going on? Josie said, always get a second opinion. She's in Temple, Texas. Thank you very much. Thank you very I'm back, darling. I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Wendy is still here. Let me speak to Janeth. Hello. Hello. Okay. Wendy?
Yes.
Okay, we're back.
I saw somebody say that Baylor is generally a good hospital, and it is. They are helping me. My issue is with the doctor who butchered me and this hospital that they are trying to fix it, but it's gone so far to the point that I'm about to lose my leg. And there are some good doctors here, but there are some people who are not so good that I hear. And remember, this is a training hospital. So you have some people who are good and you have some people who are not so good. But my issue isn't so much with these people. My issue is with
Okay,
the doctor
we
who
need
did
your
me.
contact. We need you because for me to help you, I need more information. Because what I want to know is that your leg can be saved, that they don't amputate your leg. We want to save that. This is so heart-wrenching to me because I'm under the impression nobody is listening to you. You're in you're not on morphine. They didn't put you on morphine, nothing.
That morphine does nothing for me now. I've been on 7 different medications. Seven. 7 different pain medications. I've been on Dilaudid, which is stronger than morphine. I've been on every oxy you can think of. I'm to the point now I've had 5 surgeries since September 23rd. That is a
Wow.
pain. That's a lot of pain to be going through. And I have one tomorrow. I have a surgery tomorrow to flush it
Okay.
again.
Wendy, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I
So I can,
do I do want that. I do want some help. I do want to be seen because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. I don't want anybody else. And I did, for the people who are wondering, I am new to this town and I did go through references to see how good this doctor was. And people said that he was good, but turns out that he wasn't good. So much so, I'm an animal. Here's the thing, I'm an animal lover. I have a dog. This doctor has dogs in his office. And I asked his nurse, why was his dog licking his feet so much? And she told me because the dog had a yeast infection. And this is in a doctor's office. Now, you tell me how sanitary that is. But this is after he had done what he did to me. I'm not an ignorant or stupid woman by far.
no, 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 no. It can happen to anybody, Wendy. Nobody is going down those lines. Absolutely not, my love. I am just anxious because if you to be having that amount of surgeries, where are we? We are in November. We're talking about September, October, November. It's not even 2 months, kind of give or take, or just over that. For you to have had 5, we're talking about you're having surgeries literally every 10 days or something like this. So what I'm saying is that what can we do? What do you want me to do?
I want to put the word out there about this. I want to save my leg. For me, I got 13 grandchildren and I got 3 great grandchildren. I want to save my leg. I have a husband who loves me like no other. And I want to save my leg
So
because
do
I
you
want
want
to dance with my
so
husband.
do you want me to call the hospital? Do you want me
You
to call them?
you could call and check and see, where I am with the status of
Okay.
this. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not making this up. As a matter of fact, I can show.
No, 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 no. Wendy, you misunderstand me. I'm calling them to say that you need to be seen by other doctors, that last chance, they've got to try and save your leg. They've got to save your leg. You are very concerned. Because if nobody's listening to you, I am. I am. And
Yeah.
if you need the help, we'll help you.
I,
Okay? So you know what? Do you know what is going to happen, Wendy? I'm going to give you my email, okay? Because you're going to need my number. You're going to call me, okay? You're going to call me so I can call you back and tell you what I found out,
okay.
okay? But I would do it here
Okay.
at I'm so frazzled. I don't even know my email address. What's my email address? It's gmail.com. Okay, it's my name, Fumi Desalu-Vold at gmail.com.
Okay.
You email me. I will email you back with my number and I will tell you what I found.
Okay.
Okay, you have to hang in there. Just let me finish this live. As soon as I get off of it, I'm going to hop on. Okay, I'll get the information. Some other for me information will give me the doctor has diseased dogs roaming around the office, evidently, Mama. And then I will get back to you today.
Okay.
Okay, I love you. I'm so sorry. Hang in there. Hang
Thank you.
in there, okay? Give me about 2 hours. I will get back to you, but you email me now so that I can get the email here. Okay, I'll be checking.
At Gmail, right?
There, Gmail. Fumi Desalu-Vold at Gmail. She needs to notify the patient care advocate in the hospital. She can notify her nurse, and she needs to speak the patient care advocate. You need to speak to a patient care advocate. Oh, you know what? Let me hold on. Let me screenshot this because I will request this for you too. Okay, when I call them, because I am not your next of kin, I am not there. But just to raise the alarm, I will tell them that I'm a YouTuber and that we are concerned about you. So we just want to make sure that they can save the leg.
Okay. Yeah.
I love you, baby. I'm so sorry, sis. I
Thank
am
you.
so sorry. Hang in there, okay? Just give me 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. All of my love.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Nation.
Uh-uh. And that's absolutely right. You should comment and share. You have to. I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say. We sisters are not safe out here in these streets. You can't even get proper medical care. Adore him. He is the Almighty, present help in times trouble. Say the Lord, praying for us all. Thank you, baby. I will absolutely get on top of it. Who else is ready to come on and speak? Because when I tell you that I am just so, for me, make sure you get your husband involved 100%, darling. Yes, 100%. As many as I can. I put up the link so that you can come up if you want to speak. Get her husband involved. Yes, 100%. I'm just wondering because she said that the husband has stage 4 cancer. You know, here we go. Hello, my love.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, darling?
Shaken up. It's very disturbing, you know. Um, but it's just a system, and I always tell people advocate for yourself. I'm 47 now,
Mm-hmm.
and when I had my daughter at 21, I had to literally sit on the floor and tell them that I would not be leaving in order for them to get me a labor and delivery room. They sent me home a total of 4 times, and the first time I was 1.5 centimeters, but my contractions were literally a minute apart to the point I couldn't even catch my breath to
Jesus.
brace for the next one. And they kept sending me home. And I remember one of the nurses, she was saying, you're only 1.5 centimeters, and they were giving me water to drink, thinking that would like relax my uterus. I couldn't keep anything down. And I remember the last time I went to the hospital, they were like, you got to go home. And it felt like something was inside of my body just pulling my hips apart. And I just
Mm.
sat on the floor and I was like, I'm not going home. I am not going home. And within 5 minutes, they picked me up, brought me in a room. When they hooked me up to the monitor, my baby's heart rate was going down. So they had to give me oxygen and stuff like that. So thankfully she's 26, she's healthy, but imagine if I had went home and listened to the doctors. I had during the pandemic went through a situation where I lost 27 pounds in a month. And when I went to my primary caregiver, I was letting her know my symptoms, and she said it was probably allergies. And she gave me these pills, and she said, "You have to take these pills for at least 3 months before I could refer you to a specialist." I remember I went home and I called my girlfriend, who's also a doctor. And she said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, because those pills prevent cancer, so take the pills." I remember I took the pill one time and something said, "No, these pills aren't going to help you." I ended up calling the doctor and saying that if this is a situation that could have been resolved and it ends up being worse, I'm going to sue you. And she called me 3 hours later and she gave me a specialist. And do you know I had to go into emergency surgery 2 weeks later? Yes, they had to open up the hospital because they weren't doing certain surgeries during lockdown, but they had to do a get special permission. And when the day after surgery, the guy who performed it, they check on you to make sure you're okay and to explain to you in detail how the surgery went. And I said, "Yeah, so the doctor gave me these pills to take and stuff like that." And he said, "Those pills had nothing to do with your situation."
My
Now
God.
imagine if I just sat there and took those pills and didn't advocate for myself.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you for this advice. I understand exactly
Hmm.
what you're saying
Hmm.
because sometimes you think, I don't know, I'm not sure, they are the professionals, let me not say anything. And
Hmm.
and you speaking up for yourself, you just
Hmm.
might save your life because
Hmm.
these people don't get it right all the time.
Nope.
Oh my God, I am so sorry you went through
Because
that.
they're not God. I mean, they went to school for the education, but at the end of the day, you know your body.
Yes,
You know your body. Like the young lady, you remember you said you would start acting crazy? That's what I had
yes,
to do. I had to sit on the floor. I said I was
yes.
not going home. It's like you're having a out of body experience to the point I was experiencing delirium. I didn't know if I was coming or going. I wasn't sleeping because I'm always screaming in pain and you know, I was 21 years old. I was a
Just
child.
a baby yourself. You were younger then than what your daughter is today.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
my beautiful Cynthia.
Hello, hello, panel and chat. Can
How
y'all
are
hear
you?
me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, my love.
Okay, I was calling in because this medical system is horrible. I'm from Georgia, and I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, arthritis, and gout at 21. I am 51 years old now. I've had two leg surgery that hasn't done anything. Now my hands are totally numb. They stay this way. And now they telling me I have to have surgery on both of them. Every time I go to the
Christina
doctor,
has it.
give
Christina
up.
has myalgia.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm going to drop down. Thank you for having me up, Fumi.
It's a pleasure and thank you very much. If anything I've learned from you and Fumi Nation, advocate for yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Advocate for yourself, my baby.
Hmm. And
My
it's
love.
not even just in America. It's not just in America. I remember I
Yes,
used to watch
around
a
the world.
girl. I used to watch a
right,
girl in London. Her name was Nicole Thea, and she was pregnant when she passed away. And she was a famous YouTuber out there. Some of you guys might even know her. And
What's
she
her
used
name?
to come, Nicole Thea. And when like a couple of weeks before her last video, she kept saying, "It's hard for me to breathe, but when I go
Yes,
to," she said
yes,
they kept blowing it off and saying it was a part of the
right.
pregnancy, and then she ended up dying of, I think the
yes. The
father said, a
baby
heart
died
attack.
and yes, yes. I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Do you know? I remember that. Oh my God. Oh, you're taking me there.
I still think
I
about
was
her.
pregnant. I was pregnant with Adrian. I was pregnant with Adrian. She was a young girl. She was 24 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Hmm.
her tummy was very high. I will never forget. And I
Mm-hmm.
Right.
said to myself, the pregnancy seemed high
Yeah.
for the advanced stage in pregnancy that she was. Because as you
Mm-hmm.
get to the third trimester, the baby now starts to turn around because it's going to head first to pass.
Right.
And so I felt that I think we were pregnant around the same time. I'll never forget myself, Cardi B, and this girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
dark skinned, beautiful girl like this with her,
She was a
you know,
dancer. She used to dance for
thank
Davy
you.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. And I
Hmm.
saw her and I thought to myself, it was high. She said she couldn't breathe. And I was speaking to my caregiver at the time, and I was saying, "Don't you think the tummy is a bit high? Don't you think?" I just thought because mine was much lower. And you know the saying, "Girls high, boys low," kind of thing.
Right.
And I dismissed it.
Hmm.
And the next thing I heard was that she had passed away. You are
Hmm.
very correct.
Hmm.
Right here
Yeah.
in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to have a hysterectomy like 3 years ago, and my doctor, she she works with low income, like people with all types of income, right?
Hmm.
So we wanted to rush the hysterectomy, but before that, I had to have a biopsy. And she said, well, and I'm originally from Brooklyn. I've lived in California for over a decade, but I'm only familiar with one hospital. But the
Yeah.
hospital I'm familiar with by my house is not her hospital. So she said, okay, you can either go to Holy Cross in Burbank, or I think Mish Valley Presbyterian, which wasn't in the best area. I didn't
Mhm.
care because I'm like, okay, you're the doctor, so let's just go to Valley Press if it's I could get a sooner appointment. So I
Mhm.
remember while the nurses were prepping me, they were like, what type of insurance do you have? Because when she found out where I was going to have my hysterectomy, I said, oh, Holy Cross. And they were like, oh, that's a good hospital. What are you doing here? And I was like, what do you mean? She said, what insurance do you have? And I told her, and she was like, okay, because we were wondering why you were here. And it was disturbing to me, even though the hospital did look sketch. I
Mm.
Hmm.
still had faith because my doctor was performing the procedure. But I have to
Of
Right.
tell you,
course,
I think
yes.
from what that nurse, the way the nurse spoke to me and the questions she asked, depending on your insurance and maybe your
Right.
class level, depends on
Right.
the care you will get. Because even when I went to Valley Press for the biopsy, the room they put me in, the waiting room before they roll you into the operating room, I was with men and in that same room, and it was just something that I was unfamiliar with. As
Yeah.
opposed to Holy Cross, I had my own suite. They came to prep me. It was like I was in a hotel or something, you
Yeah.
know. And it's just really crazy because I feel like no matter what your insurance is, whether or not you have insurance, everybody deserves the best level of care.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And it's not about that anymore. It's about money with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every time I've had a procedure, they ask me the same stuff about the insurance. Okay, if you put it in the system and run my name, you already get that.
Mm-hmm.
So every time afterwards, I got payments. I pay my co-payments, but I got payments. And I'm like, how is that? Because the medical insurance sent me the document saying they paid full benefits. So they can't even tell me where this amount coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
so
And
now
it's
they're
sorry.
about to go up on our insurance now
right.
because even though the government is back up and running, I know they're going to shut down after January. I have a feeling, you know. I think they just opened us back up for so that, people can have money, shop for the holidays, and then shut us back down again.
Right.
But I think at
Right.
the end of the day, we're still going to take a loss because the insurance is going to go up. For me and my daughter, it's probably going to be about 1,600 a month.
My
Ooh.
God.
And if I can say something, Penny, the reason why I wanted to get on here too is I was trying to find out how can I advocate or get something going for people that on drugs and stuff dealing with rehab because it's ridiculous with that too. You have to have medical, and now it's like with my brother. He's been in a lot of different ones. He has like learning disabilities
Yes.
also. So
Yes.
I was trying to get his benefits started. So we put him in rehab. Every time we put him in, it's based on money. They put him right to work. And he doesn't last long because they focus on money. He got like four people to one room. They got bunk beds that's paying 300 some dollars a week. They
Huh?
can't, yes. he got sick. The whole dorm and Hills got sick to the point where they can't take any kind of medication, right? Or they get kicked out. So I'm like, well, how can y'all get healed? It's still COVID going on, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I'm like, how do we advocate for these people? Because
He
money
doesn't have a
shouldn't be an
caseworker?
issue. This program that sent him expired. They sent him to Macon, and like I said, he's been to Atlanta. He's been to a whole lot of different ones, but it focused on them working,
Yes.
so they can pay for room and board, and then when they go in, they don't even have money for food, right? So the
Mm.
other people look out for each other because they don't provide like 3 meals for the rehab people, and then they put them in a house, and that is just crazy because it's focused on money. And with my brother, he get irritated if you can't pay, you can't stay, and that's not rehab to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Cynthia.
you're that's just
Christina is
Yes.
America
on,
right
and
now.
Christina also is an advocate for fibromyalgia.
Okay.
Had it for many years. Christina, how are you, my darling?
I'm good. I just managed to sign on now. How are you, ladies? Nice seeing all of
Yes.
you.
You
Cynthia,
too.
Cynthia's
Yes.
hands have now become so stiff, and her doctor has just told her that she's going to have operations on the both of them.
Wow.
Yes, I wanted you to speak with her.
And
I had an operation in January, which I'm still recovering from now because my left hand was also stiff with just a lot of things going on. So I'm still recovering actually from that operation. So it will help you a lot depending on how far and what's the extent of your fibromyalgia. I guess we're all different in how the condition, is with each person. But I'm
mhm.
very sorry to hear that it's no one can explain what it is unless you go through it.
Yes.
It's
Well,
horrible.
the thing is, I've already had surgery once on my right hand, right? In
Right.
2003. So, I had surgery this year on both of my legs. So it's not, it's a little better, but it still keeps me up and all that. But you
Yeah.
know, it now it's both of my hands. I drop stuff. I can't hold stuff long. They
Yeah.
call it copper tone, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The exact same thing. It was when I got to that state, sis, where things
Hmm.
started to drop from that hand was when they decided to do the operation.
Right,
Because I would literally be holding a cup or a plate and it would literally just drop,
right. And
you
the
know.
thing is, I'm kind of scared because, like I said, I had surgery on my right hand before. It still wasn't better than my left hand. So
Right.
I'm kind of skeptical about trying to have both hands, you know.
The
So
thing is you have to, because if you don't have the operation, it's
right,
like you're also gambling. Like, what do I do? It's a catch 22, as you will say over here.
right,
Because since I've had it, they did say to me it would take over a year, but I'm starting to see immense improvement. And we're in month 10 now.
okay.
And I'm just starting to see the benefits of the operation. I mean, I
Yep.
couldn't do this before, and now I can
Right,
do it.
right.
Is it
Well,
something that
maybe
you
it's
can do
the, and I
physical?
thought about it too. Maybe it's the doctor.
It depends who's doing it as well. I had three surgeons operating on my hands. That's how intricate the
Hmm.
surgery took 6 hours.
Yes.
I
Okay.
was knocked out for 6 hours.
Yeah,
Mm.
mine wouldn't
And I
that.
and
It
I
was
thought I would
like
never ever have the use of my hand like I had it before. That's what I
right.
thought in my head because of
Wow.
how it felt like. But I can sit here today and say it's been
Hmm.
10 months and it's so much more better than it was before.
Right.
It sounds like something like my neighbor has. She had to have operation on her left hand 2 years ago,
Hmm.
and now she has to do it on her right hand. And I told her, some of these doctors, they're just going to tell you need these surgeries just
Right.
for the money. What about doing
Mm.
True,
physical therapy? That's my
true.
thing. Like
Mm.
the doctor, I have something called frozen shoulder. The doctor was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you might need surgery." I said, "I'm not letting you cut into my body anymore. I'm
Mm.
almost 50
Right.
years old, and no, I'm not gonna, if it's not life threatening, I'll do physical
Yes.
therapy
You're
if
right.
I
You're
need to.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I mean,
gonna
you
allow
can
you
go
guys
about the
to.
holistic approach.
And
and
that's
Yes.
that
what I
works
do.
too.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
so serious about advocating for me and my daughter that when she was 7, and this was my choice. Everybody does what's good for them and their children. When she was 7, I stopped allowing them to vaccinate her. So at
Mm.
17, we went to the doctor, and like I said, by then we had left Brooklyn and we were living in California. So
Mm-hmm.
we went to the doctor and they looked at her medical records and they were like, do you know she missed this, and that vaccination? Do you want us to give it to her now? I said, are you crazy? She's lived without those vaccinations for 10 years. Why would I want you to vaccinate her with all of these drugs right now? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
why? Nothing has happened to her.
Right.
Even my doctor, because they are, I guess, by law to let you know of your options. But as soon as they
Mm-hmm.
walk into the room, before they prescribe me anything, they're like, we already know how you feel about vaccines and medication, but we have to tell you this. And I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
oh no, I'll figure it out. I was supposed to be on diabetic medication, cholesterol, and I cured all of that by myself. Haven't had a system. And they'll never tell you what you're doing holistically is good, but
Mm.
Right.
what they will say is keep doing what you're doing if it's working for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I
that
always
that
tell people the medication doesn't cure anything. It just stabilizes you until it's time for you to into another medication.
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Well, I don't take anything. They don't give me anything. I've tried to do a pain specialist and they denied me. And I was like, the word she used though was she didn't say deny. She said something else, and I was like, oh, well, okay. I've been toughing it out, so that's what I do. And my daughter, she's a diabetic, and she does the same thing. She's not willing to take the medicine and different stuff, but we all should go back to. And then people be like, I'm what's they call it when you tell them, like I told my uh, stepdaughter to do the egg for the baby teasing. And her baby daddy, he was like, nope, that's witchcraft. No, I'm superstitious, but I believe what the old people said do back in the day, and I have did it for all my grands. And that's my thing. I can't even hold her baby because I don't want to drop the baby because I know my hands, and my arms don't
Mm.
last long.
Mm.
But that
Yeah.
hurt to not be able to hold him, and take care of my grandkids like I used to. So
Yes.
I think I'm gonna try the surgery. I hope it helped because I had people to tell me of other colors. They don't even have a scar like I have a scar. But it was
Mm.
like
I
they
guess we're
want
all
to work
different,
fine.
isn't it? Our
Yeah.
body reacts differently
Exactly.
to different
But
things.
Cynthia, you must come back to the show, my darling. You must
Yeah.
come back and give us an update of
I
what's
will.
going on.
I
Okay?
will.
I
I will
love
do
you,
that.
darling. I love you. Thank you
Nice
so
talking
very
to
much.
you. Well done.
Janelle, thank you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for listening. And
Oh,
if anybody do realize anything about the rehab, stuff, um
okay.
they can get it.
I'll put it out there.
Okay, thank you.
Because fulmination, yeah, because well, that's why we have the live mic, and I'm going to try and come on live as much as I can. But
Okay.
it's for you. It is for
Okay.
you. It's really for you. So I'm
Thank
so
y'all.
proud of you, Cynthia, that you came out here and you speak up. You speak out because fulmination, we are 1.9 million. Only
Yes.
half
Mm-hmm.
subscribed.
Yes.
You're all over the world. You don't know who is who, what can do, what can help. So you
Right.
let me know. You put it in the comment section, and believe you me, Fumi Nation is a nation on themselves. There is a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and it truly is for you. Okay,
Right. Okay.
so keep me updated. Ah,
I will. I will. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed
you're
day.
welcome. And you, my love,
Yeah,
my
I also
love.
wanted to say thank you and that I love you. And I really appreciate you using your platform to this extent. I really wish I could have came on last week when you were speaking about the African actress, because
Yes,
I'm a survivor and also an advocate. I have an organization that help victims now, you know, get back on their feet. I help them through the court system with their children. So it really was, it's a troubling story to
I
and her
love you.
mom.
What is your name, Janeth?
No, my name is Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. Okay, okay, okay. Jen the Gemini. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was pronouncing it the wrong way. Sorry.
Yes.
So, Jenny, my darling, you are so interesting. You're
Thank
so
you.
interesting. And I love the fact that you're an advocate. I'm an advocate for women. I love women. I stand for women across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Across the board. And I feel that there's just so much injustice and there's so much disrespect on a global
Mm-hmm.
platform. It's just a
Oh,
heart-smoking.
listen, I have my social media, I have about 40,000 supporters, and my clients are all over the globe. And you think your country has an issue, meaning me, when I think, oh my God, we need to do things in America. But then when my clients in the UK and, Australia, Canada, they're coming to me with the same issue. And it's not even what they've experienced with the abuser, but with the court system when they
Yeah.
seem to brush it up under the rug. That's very dangerous. I was in a wheelchair for 6 months because of the assault. And you know what? During that time, because my ex and
So
his mother,
sorry.
yeah, my ex and his mother, while I was in the hospital recovering, when he came out of jail, they went straight to court and petitioned for custody. And the
What?
incident happened. Yes, the incident happened on Christmas Day. So we were at his mother's house. So they painted the picture that I had abandoned my child. So they made it look like my daughter was living there all along. And I had to fight to get my baby back. I had to
My
fight to
gosh.
get my baby back.
No woman should have
Yes.
to go through that.
No. And I said to the judge, look at me. I'm in a wheelchair. I just came out of the hospital. And she said, this is a criminal case. We're in family court. I have nothing to do with that.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
and you were alone.
Yeah. No family support. No nothing.
Oh, I'm
No,
So
so
sorry.
no
sorry.
nothing.
I'm
But
so sorry.
it's really nothing to be sorry about because it made me who I am. It gave me a voice so no one else ever deals with this type of stuff ever
And you
again.
turned
Yeah.
around
And if
and
they
made
do, they're not
progress.
alone because they have me every step of the way. I
Because
provide
you went through the
resources.
experience. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
God
mean,
bless
Yeah,
Fumi always says it's never a lose. You either win or you
you.
learn.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
never
a
lose.
lesson. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you because I'm obsessed with my daughter. She's 26 and, she's a woman now. But to have my daughter, I would still go through it all over again.
Amen.
Hmm.
Mm.
The abuse and everything to have like, she's so perfect. I just love her so
Oh,
much.
they
That's
always
Yeah.
are.
beautiful.
They
Mm-hmm.
always are.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the words of a mother. And when you hear it, you know that's a good mother. You know
Mm-hmm.
that's a good relationship that she has with her child.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
that's how you should look at your child. She's the best version of you.
Oh yeah.
You
Even my aunt was like, but look at what you went through with her dad. You could have had a better situation with somebody else. I'm like, nope. I have the perfect child. God brought her to me
know.
to save me because honestly, if I didn't have
Mm.
her, I don't think I'd be existing today with everything that I've experienced in my life.
Jen, I don't want to cut you off. I want you to repeat those last two sentences. Just go back and repeat what you just said.
About
You
her, if I didn't have her, I wouldn't be able to exist, or my being having a baby with somebody else and
just all
wanting.
of them
Oh,
because
when my aunt was saying, with everything you went through with her dad, why would you want to go through that again? And I said, you know, because that's my baby. I just love her, and I feel like God brought her to me for a reason. And if
Mm.
she wasn't here, I really wouldn't be alive today. I really
Wow.
wouldn't.
that's so
Like I
beautiful.
tell her
That's
that
so powerful.
every day. She probably thinks I'm crazy, but I it makes me emotional because I never thought I could love somebody like that. Like I've been
Wow.
single. People are like, when are you gonna find a man? You're like getting older. She's living her life, and I'm like, no. I think I've experienced my true love, and right now I'm just waiting for grandchildren because if I love her this much, I can't wait to experience the love that I'll have from my grandchildren. So that's what I'm
Oh.
looking forward to now.
Oh, Jen,
Yeah.
you're a peach. Thank you. Thank you. I
Thank you for
love,
telling us that story.
Oh, you're
yes. Thank
welcome.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Well, this is my safe space. Listen, Fumi, who picks out your intro songs? Because every song that you have on, I Shazam it so I can find out what it is, so I can listen to the full.
You
Especially,
know, I will tell you, it's royalty-free music because we're not allowed to use any music on YouTube. They'll take it off. So
Mm-hmm.
I have epidemic sound. I'll put it
Okay.
here. Epidemic sound.
Well, I
And
need
it's
to apologize because all this time I thought it was Ola picking the songs. I'm like, Ola's picking some good songs
oh,
because
it's
it just seemed like
epidemic
his
sound.
vibe.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is very chill. It's
Hmm.
very
Sometimes I'll
chill.
play your videos over and over just so I can hear the latest one. I think it's No More
Oh,
Sad Songs by, I forgot, but River Warren, and I love that song. If I'm feeling stressed out, I'll just let it
yeah.
play. Yeah, I have it on
Oh,
my Pandora now. Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So
then you
even
have to
even
come
the
back.
little things like you would think is no big deal, we appreciate, which is your
I
music.
appreciate you. I
Yeah.
do. I do. And I like to hear your stories. I need to hear your stories
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because doing YouTube, it's only me in the studio. It's only me. And so when I hear your stories, it just centers me, and it becomes really real. And
Hmm.
there are things that I just do on principle because I know you. And so I will never do I don't do clickbait for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
For that very reason, because I always tell other YouTubers, you think, oh my God, I've got 100 subscribers, I've got 1,000 or what. These are real people. These are real people with
With
real
real
life,
life stories,
with
real
real,
experiences.
you know, and they believe in you and they are supporting you. Don't look at it as
Hmm.
a number. And I can see how that can be sometimes very, very gray because we don't get to meet you every day. And that was why I said, for me, I have to start streaming at least 3 times a week. I know I
Hmm.
said Wednesdays, but I want to try and come on as much as I can so that we just talk.
That's why I love you, because you're not selfish with your platform.
No,
Some women in the UK that are advocates, and I think they are affiliated with, I think it's called Women Something. They help domestic violence victims, and I believe Mel B from the Spice Girls is a
yes,
spokesperson. Do you know
yes.
Mel B reposted one of my posts, and because of her, some show in London contacted me called This Morning or something like that. And they
Fantastic.
wanted to interview me. And I'm like, oh no, because I don't do this to be famous. My page started out as a venting page, when you're having issues with your baby daddy and you're just talking about certain things. And, I was like upset because the system had took my child. And when I got my baby back, he was still using the system to abuse me. And
Mm,
because, parents have rights. So they feel like if he wants to constantly file these motions, I still have to show up even though they're lies, right? And I guess someone from this morning looked at my page and was intrigued. And when they contact me, I'm like, no, I don't want to be my face there like that. And
yeah, yeah.
and then
It's a big
also I'm
show.
also
That's
talking
a
about
big
my,
show. Yes.
yeah,
It's
I'm
a
familiar
huge
with it.
show.
I'm familiar with it. When I was in London last year, I think I caught it one time, but I don't know if the time is right. Maybe God will allow them to
Yes,
contact
you
me
miss
again.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't even expect my page to grow the way it did. But for celebrities and reality stars to just repost my stuff, and I'm just telling my story, but making it general, and a lot of people are relating to it. So,
100%.
I appreciate you for using your platform, because you never know who
Yeah,
will call you, and then you bring people up
yeah.
on the show and share their story, and then we change the system in some way, because that's what my purpose is to change
Amen.
the system, especially for victims of abuse. Because yeah, fathers have rights, but know that this can become a cycle. And if a child sees a mother being mistreated, not only can he grow up to be an abuser, but you're teaching your daughter to settle and
I love you.
allow a
Yeah.
I
guy
love you.
to,
Very
I love you.
true.
I've said
because
it so many times.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My parents, they've been married for 48 years,
Yeah.
and I saw my parents fight, and I thought that was normal, and it's not
Yes.
normal. It's
Yes.
not.
Yes.
And
100%.
being single for so long, I believe that's what healed me, because
Yes,
now if a guy approaches me and we date, I'm not settling. If I have a red flag, I'm not going to ignore it, because
You're
now
out of there.
I'm not
and
afraid
as you
of being
should.
alone,
Yes,
and I know what being happy finally feels like, and I'm not going to allow anybody to compromise that, even if I have to die alone.
Mm.
I love it.
Integrity.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you, my
always tell
beautiful
people,
Jenny.
don't care about your age. Worry about your happiness, because you can shorten your lifespan being in an unhealthy relationship just to tell people you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
People are
It's
like,
not
you don't even look your age. And I said, yeah, because I've been single. I've been working on myself. No one stressing me out, me not worrying about somebody else, what they're doing. Like I tell
100%.
people, I haven't been happier until I've been single. Maybe God will
Wow.
drop somebody in front of my door that can change that. But if it never happens, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Good job.
Well
Thank
done.
you,
Yeah.
Jenny. Well done.
Hi,
Thank
Love
you.
Jenny. Just trust
I,
yourself, Jenny. Just trust
I,
yourself.
Thank
I
you,
love you
baby. Very
guys.
fat.
Mm.
Love you. Love you more, Jenny. Come back.
I will.
Mm.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. God bless you. My love to
Bye.
your daughter. She's gone.
Bye bye.
Oh,
Oh, Sherry
so
Fat.
hello, Auntie for me again. How
How
are
are you,
you?
my lovely?
No, not too bad, not too bad. It's just about I recently lost a kind of family friend into heart
Oh, the
attack.
audio's gone
So
off.
oh my god, can you hear me? Okay.
I
Oh
can hear the
Lord.
both of you. She's gone off. She'll come back. I'm listening.
Okay. Oh yeah. So kind of like family friend, into heart attack, and he left children and a wife. So it just kind of heartbroken. We just kind of try to help the family, everything like that. So it's just really sad, but life happened.
What?
Yeah. I know. Woo,
I'm so
I know.
sorry.
Oh, thank you, Auntie, for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I watched the video and it was very heartbroken. I was in tears, Auntie, for me, because
Oh my God.
having two children, I know that feeling, and they being there, and they just I feel so sorry.
It's okay. I've been crying all week myself. It's a lot.
How could you? Anything can happen. She's just so lucky that she stay alive that moment. Because anything can happen. You can easily lose the child and lost the baby at the same time.
It is absolutely, absolutely terrible. Christina, do you know what we're talking about? Let me tell you. Are you aware?
No, I've just come on not too long.
Hello,
Okay.
Auntie Christian. Meet you again. How are you,
Yes,
Christian? How are you, Auntie Christiana?
it's
I met
Hello.
you. I met you. No, I met you as well. I meet and greet as well. How are
Oh,
you? And
lovely.
I'm enjoying your dance move. Keep going on. I've subscribed as well. So keep doing what you do. Love you
yeah,
Thank
too,
you.
sure. Love you too, sure. You're beautiful in and out. Thank you so much. And to Nation, you guys are, on top of that. And this is just the beginning. We continue to go more and more and more and more. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I had to phone me to interrupt. I'm sorry about that.
No, not at all. Never, never apologize, please. There was this very serious case that happened a couple of days ago, Christina, and it was just gut-wrenching. The video alone has garnished over 52 million views on TikTok.
Right.
There was a
Whoa.
young girl, a mother of two, who had alerted the hospital that her water has broken and that she was in labor. The hospital knew this. So the mother drove her to the hospital, came right to the front, and they told the mother, with her daughter, pregnant daughter, in labor, that she could not park in front, that she would have to park to the side, that the front was only for the ambulances that were bringing in SOS. In
Right.
my mind, I'm like, this is an SOS situation, one. And
Yeah.
even if she cannot park in front, let the pregnant woman come out while
Out.
the mother goes to go and park the car. That is just
Very
for
true.
okay.
Mm.
They didn't do any of that. She had to drive at least a distance from the hospital where now a security guy could see her. And there was a nurse who came out to tell her, look, we can't do that much for you. I'm so sorry. Here is the wheelchairs that you can get. The security guy, no, policeman, the policeman,
policeman. Yeah.
yes, it was a policeman, helped her to get the wheelchair, of which now she came into the office. You know how they do it also here, where you have to come in, get all of your paperwork and everything. But the mother was in absolute duress, and she screamed out that the baby was in her bottom. And when you dilate, it means that you're crowning. The baby
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
You can feel that push. Yes.
You can feel that because it feels like you're going to poo. You're standing, but the baby is actually coming out. And in my mind, I just thought about the baby's neck. I thought the umbilical cord. I thought about heart rate, heartbeat. I thought about the mother. She got off the chair and she turned. Yeah. And she was just leaning in the event that if the baby came a little, it will
in her hands.
You understand? Because she was wearing like
a legging, like sports, something.
Yes,
like
which will give it the bounce. So it was falling there. Needless to say, the woman who was doing the paperwork, this was her throughout. What's your name?
Oh no.
Not looking, not paying attention, no emotional.
What's your this? What's your that?
No empathy shown.
No empathy, no.
You know what? Hold on. Let me bring it up for you to see, because it was just
very disrespectful. No woman feelings. There's no feelings.
Right now.
Oh no.
What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies at home? It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Why are you asking those questions? And she.
Exactly, Auntie. Yes, exactly.
Oh no.
This is Heartless.
Y'all treat all your patients like this, or just the black ones?
She's even ignoring the mother. She's not saying anything.
Oh no.
This is racist.
Her due date is the 10th.
It was the 10th.
She got 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home.
That is not even, that paper is not even, paperwork is not
She's in so much discomfort.
Yeah. At this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors. Everybody say how they treat people here.
Damn.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's
another hit in another level.
She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Because of the stress, the baby
eyes was open.
A bowel movement, and there was green there, on top of which the child was born with his eyes open.
Eyes open.
Oh no.
No, that's even worse. That's oh God. God, I wish nothing happened to that child. Had nothing. I wish that every result that they're gonna be doing, I pray that everything come as positive, because it's just
guys,
a baby, you know.
Mom and baby Cash, they are doing well.
Good.
He has a doctor's appointment tomorrow at the pediatric center. It's a lot of concerns. They taking tests on him. He still have to go through several other tests down the line, because he was born with his eyes open, and due to the stress and trauma that occurred in the triage area, the baby had a bowel movement in mom, and the fluids was green, and like I said, he born with his eyes open. So they are taking all that in consideration as well. But he's eating well, sleeping well,
Beautiful baby.
Yeah,
looking
no.
good.
Yeah.
And I was also reading a lot of the comments, and some of you under the impression it was twins. They are not twins. This is daughter with baby Cash, and this is other daughter with baby DJ. They are a month apart.
Oh,
DJ born 10/10 and KJ born 11/11. Thank you
wow.
again for your support and your concerns, and we will most definitely keep you updated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's heavy.
Heavy
That's
man.
very, 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 very heavy.
Oh,
So again, like I said, over 52 million views from the video, the distress video, and it went viral. And Fumi Nation came out here and they kept on telling me, watch this video, of which I watched, and I was just crying because I was thinking of Adrian, as you very well.
Mm.
I was any mother, what your birthing experience was like, and
yeah.
to see this for this young girl,
Mhm.
it's just so nerve wracking. And I was very upset. I was also crying. So Sharifat, sorry, don't feel like you're the only one. I cried today because I did a video which I edited, and I was in tears because I said that I think as mothers, our greatest, the worst part about parenthood is that we fear. We're always afraid for our children.
Yeah,
But you don't meet people like this nurse who
yeah,
treats children like this when you're not there,
yeah,
when you
yeah.
don't see, because everybody wears masks. And this woman was just so insensitive,
Yes.
could have made this easy for her. Just say, okay, you know what? Let's get her into the delivery room. Mommy,
Yeah.
stay with me. Let me just finish. The paperwork was not really that important.
I
You
know,
could have
Auntie, you can do that later.
out, you could have given her a blanket. You
Yeah.
could have gone to come and check her vitals just to make sure that her heartbeat, heart rate, all of that was still intact. Did none of that. She
Yeah.
was so not interested. And this is the digital age. This is social media, which is such a power. And if the mother was not calm, cool, and collected, who said, you know what, let me just film this, it would have been her word against the nurse, against the hospital, and
Yeah.
it just shoved and pushed to the side.
Yeah, they
But
won't believe it.
nobody would believe it.
Yeah.
Nobody would believe it. And the thing for me is that it's not enough to fire her. Her license has to be revoked. She cannot
Yeah.
work in any hospital again
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's a danger. Anything could have happened to the baby. Then what?
Exactly.
We're talking after the fact. We hear the horror stories of mothers losing their lives at
Yeah,
childbirth.
they are bad.
We
Yeah.
hear the
Yes.
horror stories that they
My
lose.
sister had the same experience for me. The exact
Oh,
same experience. Exact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ha.
And we're talking 20 years ago. Yes.
Whoa.
what happened?
I had taken her to the hospital. She had gone into labor with her first child. And unfortunately, the lady they had on call was a student midwife. And my sister at the time was trying to do the labor without medication. And so she was really trying. But I could see after a very long time something wasn't right because her eyes, she was in labor for we're going on 2 days now. And I kept saying something is not right. Something is not right. And they kept writing their notes, calling this girl. I think she could have been maybe in her 20s, this midwife. And my sister's eyes started to roll with all this.
Oh my.
And I thought something was happening. I knew something was not right. This is day 2.
Ah.
It took a Nigerian midwife to come in on her shift. Within seconds, there were about 4 doctors running with my sister to theater. Whatever that
Oh,
lady has said, whatever she said with her beeper, we just saw doctors rushing in. And she was taken to the theater. We later found out that Crystal, who is now 20, had pooed in her mum's stomach and ate the poo as well.
ah.
And she was taken straight to intensive care, emergency C section, which traumatized my sister at the time. So I know this story very well because I've experienced it with my sister. It was horrible, horrible. And we got to the point where we were going to take legal actions, but because my it was too much for my sister, we left it halfway through because her mental health was more than us taking it further. Yes.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh,
Just
I
shocking.
at the moment, I just want to say just my one of my own experience, like because when
The Wi-Fi. Let me just double check the
sorry,
Wi-Fi.
Auntie, can you hear me now? Sorry.
I don't know. The Wi-Fi is off.
It's
Hold on.
playing up, I think. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
it's playing off. Hold on. I'm going to take you off and bring you back. Hold on. Hello?
can Auntie for me? Can you hear me?
It's shaky. It's shaky. Hold on.
No, we can't
Let
hear
me try it
it.
again.
No volume.
Can I do that?
I think it's the Wi-Fi. I can't hear.
It's just yes, it's in and out.
Okay, let me go back in and come back.
Yes,
Let
go
me
and
go.
come back.
Okay,
Go and
I'll
come
come
back.
back and
Christina, go out and come back.
I think the Wi-Fi's gone off.
I got you.
No,
I,
not here. From here.
can you hear me? Can you see
No.
me?
Oh, okay.
It should be now. Try your audio.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Yeah. No. No. No.
You
No
can't hear me?
volume. No.
You should be
No
fine.
volume.
Okay, hold on. You should come back on.
Okay, let me come off. It keeps cutting off. Is she under me? Why is she?
Christina? Okay, she's gone off. Hello?
I can hear you just now.
Yes, perfect.
It keeps
Perfect.
going off.
It keeps going off. So sorry. It's the Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi. So
Mm.
yes, Christina, that's what's happening out here in these streets when I tell you.
Wow, that was horrible to watch.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. And all over. And this is healthcare.
Healthcare.
You can't even have a child in peace.
No. But anything could have happened though. Anything could have gone wrong within that split
Yes.
second.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you don't know at the
Yes.
time, I knew there was something wrong because my sister's eyes kept rolling, kept rolling, kept rolling. And this young midwife, to leave a trainee midwife or a student midwife was wrong, first of all, with someone who is having their first child. And in day 2 of
Ah,
labor, with no pain, no gas and air, none of that. None of that. So for you not to call for medical help from the experienced doctors to say something's not right here, and you
yes.
keep coming back and you keep writing notes and you keep writing notes, and we're saying something is not right, this girl needs help. And it took that lady to start her shift that late afternoon. And within seconds, I saw doctors running,
Left and
running. Yeah. And running with my sister. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's horrible. I'm just really sad. I'm sad for the state of affairs of the world today, for the way that women are treated. It's just so heart-wrenching. And I think for me is that there's nobody even to stand up, because the hospital has to take accountability in
Yeah.
the sense that this woman has been doing this. It's not the first time. Not
First.
the first time. And yet they're enablers that just put a blind eye. They don't
Yeah.
look and say, this is wrong. Who is in charge of this woman? Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? This is what I cannot stand. I cannot stand it. It's
I think
so,
the difference now is that you have social media that records everything now for
yes,
people to see and bring it to the attention of others and professionals.
yes. Hello, my darling Sue. How are you? Oh God, we can't hear her. We cannot hear you, my darling.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Sue, where are you from? Mwah, 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 mwah.
Hello, hello. Come see, I'm online. I'm live. Auntie Fumi, I am calling from Germany. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's Christina, how are you?
I can hear you, but it's a bit
Yes.
shaky.
It's a bit shaky.
From
Yes.
Germany. From Germany.
Hello, my darling Sue from Germany.
Yes, yes. Hello, Auntie Fumi. Hello, Sister Christina.
Hello.
Yes. I'm using this extra microphone. This is maybe the reason why it's disturbing. Please pardon my English because I'm actually a French speaker, but I will
Yes.
do my best. Okay.
Okay. Where are you
So
from?
I am from Cameroon, but I live in
Ah,
Germany.
very nice. You're welcome, my darling. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I never this is the first time I'm coming up or coming on, but this is really disturbing. Really, I don't want to cry, but I just want to see this whole situation from another angle, to just testify as a survivor. You know, Auntie Christina just said that what could have happened, this mother could have died. You know, I was born in such a situation where my mom fell in the coma while in labor. I am 46 today and I'm here just to testify, and I just couldn't let this miss this opportunity. So I'm just looking at myself. I feel like this child, this baby boy, Cash baby will be the
I
one
said so.
testifying,
Yes.
because I am sitting here. My mom was in the coma, not because they didn't take care of her. It was in Cameroon, back in Africa, but it was on the 25th of December or Christmas Eve, and there was no doctor around. My mom was a nurse, and you know, I was to be the 10th child. I am the last born and the 10th child, and she fell in labor, and it is one of my elder sister. We got to assist her. We had to reanimate her. I just came up to tell this story because as I was watching this mother, Cash, I just imagine, because my birth story has been told to me, and I realized that this is maybe how my mom
Mm-hmm.
was, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
situation she was. But this is
Endurance.
really horrific, yes. But she was able to have the help. My father was around, and he donated the
Support.
blood, and
Yes.
my elder sister had to reanimate. Everybody was really alert, and all of them have passed now, but I am here to testify. So I'm really praying that Cash will be fine and that the baby boy will also be able to make it. I have nothing left, you know. They were able to take me out before anything, before my late mom passed out, you know. So I'm here, but I am not slow. I am not a slow child. I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with anything. So I'm just praying, passing on those blessings on this little boy who could be my son, because I am 46 and my daughter is 18. Yes, so this is just my input, just to say that we can die while giving birth. I am a survivor and I am a mother, so I have given birth also. So I'm really happy that you're taking it seriously to advocate for us women. And I like the fact that you advocate for all the women, because we are womb men, and we are strong, we are everything, but we are also the most fragile, when it comes to certain issues, and we are not seen enough. And I also want to touch on what Jenny, I don't know, I don't remember
Yes,
if it was
Jenny.
Jenny.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I really, actually, she was the one. When I heard her stories, different stories, I was like, really, really need to talk. We really need to save our daughters by talking, by telling them story, by, you know, not to take their joy away, because but this world is really crazy, and I really appreciate that we are women of different generations
Mhm.
coming together to
Yes.
share those experiences, to build them up. So I salute Cash Mama, so because she was around. Imagine if it had happened without her being there. I think we wouldn't be talking now. Maybe Cash wouldn't be existing, and that baby would have never been born. So I think God made this happen. I think we're in a season, where everything has to be revealed. This is
Yes.
a season where everything, every evil is being exposed, because we don't have guns to fight, but we have our voices. We have our voices and we are together. I think I left a message for you on Instagram, and I was saying that Fumi Nation is an army of its own caliber. Just by speaking, it's because you are standing there and advocating, and it's helping other women speak up, you know now coming back to my own story, as Jenny did, I we she said it's not only happening in America, it's happening in
Mm,
Europe. I
mm.
happen to be also in a mixed relationship. I don't like the term mixed, but this is how, you know and also had to fight for my daughter. I lived like two years without my child. She was taken away, and I spent 10 years in custody battles. I was waiting for her to turn 18 for me to be able to speak about this thing. But I've been encouraging other young women who come to Europe. This is like the situation of Patricia.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes, yes,
Patricia's
yes. I
situation.
covered the case. Yes,
You
and we
covered
were
it.
able to get papers for her for France.
Yes,
That
thank you
that's
so
that's what she's
much.
going through now. Yes.
Thank you so much. I almost went through the same situation if I didn't have a strong network system made of my family, my sisters, my friend, the Christian community and this is something that you said, that when you are here, don't stay by yourself. I don't care. I was going to church. I was helping people there. I am actually a educator specialized in psychoeducational needs. So I worked in school and kindergarten. But every time I'm there, I see African family. I immediately stand in the gap for them, because you will see children being recycled, being parents being told that the children cannot make it, they cannot go to university, they cannot graduate, and I always step in as a Black educator. And I want to use maybe this opportunity to tell all the people in Germany that I don't care where your field of work is, but especially in the field of education, we need representation. You
Hmm.
know, we need to be seen. The African children in the rooms, they need to see us, and
Did you get your baby
and
back?
yeah, oh my God, yes, 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 I got her back. She lived with me. We were not married, but we were engaged. And then I happened to be pregnant. And, coming from a very Christian background, I was really afraid about the reaction of my family. But they took it very well. And to say it, like, I'm the last born. So maybe I was just judging myself, but they really loved me. They've been supporting us. It was so difficult because by that
You could not go
time,
home with the baby. They would not allow you to
uh,
leave the country with the baby.
Auntie for me, I was dealing. Anyway, I am online. They might see this, but I don't care for now because um, the grandfather was a judge.
Jesus.
And my daughter's father is a medical doctor. So can you imagine? It was a David and Goliath case, to the point where even my lawyers were telling me to go to the media with this case. But I was so petrified. I was like, this is a whole judge, and this is his only child. That means they will do everything. You know, when somebody tells you that if my son is not happy with you, it's not, I will make everything for you to go back to Africa. It tells you everything, right? It tells you everything. And then when you realize that the person maybe loved you or pretended, I don't know, I don't even want to accuse him of pretending, but then had the personal struggles like identity. Am I bisexual? Am I straight? And then, oh yes, oh yes. And then I happen to be to to come in that situation where the person is totally confused about themselves. And yeah, so dreaming of a marriage. We even went to my pastor for counseling before marriage.
And this is the doctor.
Oh yes. And just to tell you that, and you know, to be left alone during the pregnancy, like to imagine that this is a professional, you know, I realized today that I had the strength, I had the power to go there and tell my story and tell them that the things that have happened to me, you know, by a professional, you know, it's so
You
you know,
survived it.
I
How old is your
survived it.
child now? How old is your daughter?
Oh, she turned 18. She's a
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
girl.
Congratulations.
18. Yes, yes, she's 18. And you
Congratulations.
know what? I just want to encourage women. I don't
Yes.
know. I really want to advocate for single mothers to tell you that it's not the end of the world. You know, I had a scholarship to go and pursue my master's at the university. I couldn't do all that, but I had to choose. And when I look back, I chose my child. And
Mm.
I was told he told me he would stay with me even if I chose to abort the child. Can you imagine that he will support me? But I told him I am from a Christian background and also from a big family, the last born of 10 with my family members all around the world. How in the world would I give the child away? Or can you imagine? So I'm really happy this girl is here today. And it was difficult for her when she was taken away from me. We went to the court, a normal court case, and she was told that she's going on holiday because we're having the visitation, and she went there for holidays and never came back. And it lasted
Hmm.
So
2
sorry.
years, two
So sorry.
years,
So
2 years.
sorry.
I was
Thank you so
crying
much. So
on the street,
Sorry.
and I was encouraging, but you know, faith, you know, I was encouraging other women of who, you know, every time I cried for my daughter, I would go to church and take care of other babies, you know, and
God
this is how
bless
I
you.
survived. And I'm looking at my daughter today, and she's stronger, and I'm really sure that she will not accept
Anything
even
like this ever,
anything that
ever
I
again.
accepted
Yes.
because I wasn't able to speak for myself.
Mm.
So your platform is really healing. Is really helping women speak up and heal. So please continue to do that. I am not into celebrities, but I watch you for other things, for
God
other,
bless
you
you.
know. So
Thank
thank you for
you.
doing that. And
Thank
if they
you.
are Christian in the meeting, I would like us to pray for this baby and for
Yes.
the mother.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
really pray.
100%.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so they'll be well.
Yeah.
So
Thank
thank you
you
for
very much.
allowing us.
Thank you.
Thank
You're so
and
welcome.
Adrian is also our son.
Yes.
He's
And
our
Kenya and
son.
Angel as well.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Hello.
thank you.
Hello.
You
Maybe
so
she would
much.
like to say hello, but
Yes.
she's.
I would love to say hello to her too. What a miracle
Hello.
it would be.
Let me call her.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Ah,
Hello. Let me wait. Maybe she has her headphones.
Okay. All right.
Let me
Okay.
let me
Yes,
ask
I'll
her.
wait for you. Christina, Fulmination, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so happy that we streamed today. I will be here as often as I can. Christina and I, you and I have to do some work, some
For
streaming too.
you.
I'm happy I
Come
even
say
got you.
hello.
I literally just
Aw.
came. I didn't even see
Okay.
that. I heard the phone
Yes.
shaking, and I ran to it because
Come say. Let's
I'm
say
out of
hello.
London.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
This is Auntie Fumi
We
and
love
Auntie
you. We
Christina.
love you.
Beautiful.
Mwah,
Hi,
mwah, mwah,
hi,
mwah,
you.
mwah. Thank you
Auntie
so.
Fumi, Auntie Fumi, if you like her to play the piano, this is a pianist, you know.
Yes.
So this is yes,
Oh,
yeah. So,
oh.
so this is
You
the
have
things
to
that
come back. You have to come
okay,
back onto the show, okay? And we would love
okay.
to hear her. Is the piano there?
Oh yes, it's
Okay,
there.
let her do a little bit before we go. Just a little bit. Can she?
Hello,
No,
hello.
she's gone.
She's
It's
gone.
okay.
She's gone.
But she plays. But she plays. I think this is one of the things that heals us. You
That
know,
just feels
Oh.
I started singing, and she played the piano, and then yeah, what the next time she's
okay.
doing
Next time. All right.
next time.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Oh.
Fulmination. We've been here for almost 2 hours.
Oh,
I've got to go.
wow.
Yes. I love you. Let us pray for baby Cash. Let us pray for Carrie. Let us even pray for the wicked. Let's pray for them that some way, somehow, the fear of God is in their heart for them to change. That we and the ones that we loved and love are not at their mercy ever. We just have to. I don't know what else to say. It's just frightening. I love you, Fulmination. Christina, I love you. I'm going to call you, so better pick up. And I love you, my darling Fulmination. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the
Hit the notification button. So each
and I
time she
will
posts
see
a
you
new video, you can be notified.
100%. All of my love, my darling. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.